So I've been working with some werewolves for my undead army. In the game I play, which is 9th Age Fantasy Battle, they will represent ghasts, or what would in Warhammer Fantasy be probably crypt horrors. As I'm almost finished with them, I've been starting to add them to my army lists, and that's when I noticed something. They can have a banner. So, how do you represent a banner on a miniature that doesn't look good carrying a stick with some cloth on it? In this video, I will show you what I did. Probably. I'm Alex, and you're watching Winterwolf Miniatures. For some reason. In the world of miniature wargaming, a banner isn't just a piece of cloth or plastic. It often gives some kind of bonus. Your soldiers might be braver or fight better seeing their colors flying proudly above them. Or something like that, I don't know. If your models don't physically have a banner, you might forget the whatever bonus it gives. Or your opponent might be angry with you when you suddenly remember and explain that the troops in question have an invisible banner. So you better have them displayed. And also banners are cool, so why wouldn't you want that? There are many ways you can include a banner without the miniature actually holding it. Maybe you strap it to his backpack banner, or have it shoved into the ground like I did here on my Blood Crusher. The Blood Crushers look cool holding a banner, it's not that, but I intend to run them in packs of 3s, and having a third of them holding a banner is a third of them not holding those sexy swords. Yes, because swords can be sexy. Fact. I think one of those werewolves holding a banner would look weird, so I'll have to think about something else. How about if there is someone else holding a banner? Maybe there's a kennel master or something? Yes, that would work. If the unit in question was a pack of hunting dogs. Or maybe wolves. Well, I must say I love the idea of a zombie kennel master in charge of the wolves in my army. I might use that later and think about something else here for the werewolves. How about another dead guy? Not an undead, just a regular dead one. Yes, that would work. I found an old Empire guy in a drawer somewhere, and as you can see here, I've carved him up a bit. That's because I'm planning to stick this ribcage there. First, I have to sand them down until they fit. When it comes to miniature bits, I'm a hopeless hoarder, and being a collector of vampire counts pretty much my entire life, you could probably make many jokes about me having skeletons in my closet. Actually, more accurate would be that I have skeletons in my closets. Under the bed, in the kitchen cupboards, and probably more places. It would be fun to know exactly how many skeletons you could assemble from all the skeleton bits I have laying about. Maybe in a future video. Man discovers old skeletons in his closets. That's a clickbait title if there ever was one. Mostly I can't be bothered with green stuff. I don't have the patience for sculpting. But let's give it a go. The good thing is that I don't have to be particularly accurate here, as my plan is to make a mangled corpse. The idea is to make a bit of thrashed armor where you can see the ribcage through the big tears. Or something. If it doesn't turn out good, I'll just cover it in blood and gore, so it's no biggie. When lying on its back, the feet is pointing up in a weird way, so let's amputate those. This flag might be good. I don't want anything too big that will cover the werewolf too much. Nah, maybe not this. Let's see if I find something else. I have a jar of dirt. with googly eyes on it. I call it Pete. Pete the jar. Let's put down some dirt, masking the fact that he's not laying flat on the ground. Another solution, if you want a flatter surface, if to sand the minis back down a bit. Let's quickly make some new feet. They don't have to look good because no one will ever look at this poor dude's feet anyway. This arm, holding a bow, will work well as the left arm, but let's cut the bow away. And I found this old Empire Knight standard, which will do nicely. So let's cut that to size and stick it on with some more super glue. Damn super glue. I need to open a window or something. And finally, after many years, I found a use for this thing. Let's go headhunting. This box looks promising. I would like a head that has its mouth open, as if screaming. Here's a good one. And it has a killer mustache as well. Splendid. Let's call him Mortimer. Because reasons. Mortimer is finished. Off camera, I also found an old shield for him, so let's paint Mortimer and the werewolf. I've covered everything in dark grey and will begin with a dry brush of medium grey. Followed by a white one. Or to be specific, Arctic white with a hint of the heavy blue grey that was the medium grey. These miniatures come from TT Combat, by the way. They are resin and quite old, I think. They were very cheap, but that's good because the quality... Let's just say there's room for improvement. There are some nasty mold lines and weird formations with the smallest detail. The pieces don't quite fit together, like they were warped or have changed sizes a bit. I've never come in contact with any other resin models from TT Combat, so I, as far as I know, this just might be a particularly bad case. I have a few of their MDF terrain and paint shelves, and they all been very good. So what's your red flags? I have many, and this will be one more of them. Most of my red flags are actual red flags, and some might say that's a red flag. Okay, so what mumbo jumbo did I write now? I think I might have to go serious here for a little while. Whoop whoop, that's the channel first. Having a hobby you love is a massive green flag, and judging, disparaging, or ridiculing other people's hobbies is an equally massive red flag. So as long as your hobby doesn't hurt anyone or anything, go do whatever it is you are doing and be proud of it. Okay, where were we? I'm adding some very thin tints of purple and blue to the more skin-like parts of the werewolf's body. Not everywhere, but more like a shadow with the blue and just random splotches with the pink. Hopefully that will make it look more alive. And here you can see that I went pretty heavy with the white dry brush on Mortimer's face, and that I've also base coated his pantaloons and shield. Pantaloons is a fun word. I love it. Some Vulcan metal on the shield emblem thing, and Mortimer's armor. And that's pretty much all the base coats, so it's time for some details. I pick out the claws and some individual hairs in a slightly bluish white, and it's already looking like something. Some brown wash on Mortimer's armor and face. And that will basically be it for him. He is not in focus, so I'll not make too much effort with him. Except that I will, of course, paint that magnificent face hair and do some quick red highlights. Probably, maybe, we'll see. Time to make that flag pop with a bright red. And I'm gonna try something new here, mixing some glue with other glue and red paint to make bloody stuff. And at points I had some cool strands going that I later managed to sabotage, but in the end I got the sludge to behave somewhat and got it where I wanted. And it looked kinda cool. I did the base and then added some more blood, and here is the results. Yeah, the torso and broken armor plan didn't quite work. It looked cool and all that, but it was barely visible under the hulking werewolf and flag and stuff. So in the end, the gore just looked better, so that step was quite unnecessary. But I didn't know that when I did it, so whatever. First time is the first time, I guess. And that's it for this video, and I hope you liked it. If you did, remember to hit like and subscribe for more stuff. Thank you. See you soon.